Who doesn't like a good book on changing your habits? We spend so much time, so much money, and so much energy. We watch videos, we read books on changing our habits. How do we stop a habit? How do we start a habit? It takes 21 days to create a habit. We need keystone habits. We need all this stuff. We read James Clear, Atomic Habits. We read B.J. Fogg. We read Charles Duhigg. And they're all great, and they all have their unique take on how to build a habit, how to drop a habit. They overlap quite a bit because there's just some science to that, and we're human lab rats, and there's just a way that we work, and then they all have their own special twist. But there's one special twist that I have that I don't ever hear them talking about. I hear them talking about it in passing, and I hear other people talking about it, but I don't really see that. They think that their methodology is going to do it. The methodology is going to change you. And I got to tell you, the methodology always changes me for a bit. It always gets, with my ADD and my Enneagram type and my personality type, anything that excites me will get me to do something. But here's the keystone habit, and I think that, I'm not sure if that's B.J. Fogg or Charles Duhigg, the keystone habit. It's the habit that will get you started on all the other habits. So if I want to get up in the morning and I want to work out and I want to meditate and I want to do all that stuff, the keystone habit is to go to bed and be in bed by 10 o'clock and set the alarm, right? If I stay up and watch TV until midnight, that's just going to topple all the other habits. So that's a keystone habit. Well, guess what? There is a keystone habit that is before the keystone habit. And that keystone habit is the habit of getting used to, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, embracing the suck. That's my son Jake's new mantra: embrace the suck. You need to get okay with being uncomfortable. Why? Because changing a habit is changing something that's inherently comfortable. Even if it's a habit you hate, you're used to it, so it's comfortable. You're in a groove. Think of it as a record groove. And to skip the groove, you need to get out of that. To get out of it is uncomfortable. There is no way to change a habit without it being uncomfortable. So, in other words, if you give yourself a reward every time you change the habit, then you're making it so that it's more comfortable or more exciting to skip over that groove. Makes sense? So that's really the hardest thing in the world. They can tell from kids who are going to be more successful, but from those who can delay gratification. Right? Delayed gratification is uncomfortable. I want that ice cream, but I'll get more ice cream if I wait and I do this task. That's one of the experiments that they do. So embracing the suck, getting okay with feeling uncomfortable and icky, feeling, if you're never going to lose weight, if you don't embrace letting go of the food and feeling hungry sometimes. There's all these diets. You can lose the weight without feeling hungry. Not true. If you're eating junk food, if you're eating sugar, when you stop eating sugar, you're going to feel hungry. You're going to get headaches, right? When you stop drinking coffee, you're going to get a headache. So just know that it's going to suck. It's going to feel bad. It's going to hurt. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're not going to want to do it. Your brain is going to tell you that you don't want to do it. Your brain is going to say, oh, let me just hit the snooze button. Which is where we need to do Mel Robbins, 5, 4, 3, 2, just get out of bed. You're going to want to hit the snooze button. You're going to not want to stay in that nice warm bed and go put your sneakers on. You're just not going to want to do it. Don't expect to want to do it. Don't wait to want to do it. You got to know that you're fighting yourself. Your head and your body is going to say, no way. And that's when you got to treat it like a kid and go, yes way, right? So again, all these habit books, there's so much gold in each one of them. But don't forget, you are a human being. They say leadership looks different on the outside than on the inside. Self-leadership looks different on the outside than on the inside. I actually heard that David Goggins, who is like the guru of fitness, was a Navy SEAL, and you can find him all over videos everywhere talking about fitness and getting out and doing things. And he has even said that he stared at his sneakers for 30 minutes before getting out. So embrace the suck, embrace the uncomfortability, and your habit forming will be easier. So if you like this, please like the podcast. Please share the podcast. Please leave a review. And I love you tons. Have a great rest of the day.